Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the quarterback of our first place Detroit Lions, Matthew Stafford.
You know, we waited until you were in first place to have this event. It was originally scheduled for 1984. Thanks for getting around to it.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry about that. Took a while.
Yeah, we really appreciate your coming down here. And Judge and I were talking about how, football players and all athletes to a large degree, they embody in a lot of ways what the rest of America would be great if they could do, because they just come together to play for a common cause, but you don't really have a choice when you're in sports, do you, from an early age, I imagine?
No, you don't. That's the unique thing about sports. Like you said, we're from all different backgrounds. I'm playing with guys from Ghana, from all over the world. Coming together, playing for a team in a city that hardly any of us grew up in, but we embrace and we love, and it's a great feeling to be a part of a team like that when you can get so many people from different backgrounds and get them pulling the rope in the same direction and caring for each other.
And Matthew, you don't think when you see Johnson going down there, jumping up in between, you don't think what color he is, do you?
No, I just know he's open. Doesn't matter who's around him.
And that's what life should be about. I've told Mitch, now this example I had, Mitch, coming out of the Williamsburg Inn, and they saw a black face, and they say, "Boy, park the car." Now, wouldn't it be wonderful if they see a black man walk out of there, they say, "There's a man who discovered a cure for cancer," or "There's one who discovered a cure for arthritis." Why categorize me just based on my skin alone, not knowing my background at all?
I think Judge is right, and I'll end with one of the stories that Judge wrote in his book. The first date he had with his to-be wife, very first date, was to see the Detroit Lions play the Los Angeles Dons. It was a year or two before you were born.
Yeah, maybe.
They used to have football in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
I know it's just a rumor to you, but they actually used to. And they went to the game, and because it was a Detroit game, whenever Detroit would do well, Rachel, Judge's future wife, would jump up and down and cheer until she noticed that Damon wasn't cheering, and your reason was?
I said, there are no blacks on the Detroit Lions team, and I'm not pulling for the Lions until they get some blacks there. The Los Angeles Don has 3 or 4 blacks on there, and that's who I'm pulling for.
So things have changed a little bit.
They've changed a lot.
And they're continuing to change, largely because of this gentleman here who was kind enough. Monday night is not an easy night for a football player, folks. I mean, every ache and pain pretty much comes full to roost on Monday night. So if Matthew leaves the stage a little slower than he came out, you'll understand why. But he was very kind no matter what happened and conditions. He agreed to do this, and he kept his promise about that. And I think he's a great, great addition to our city, and we're proud to have him here. Thank you so much.
Thanks, bud.